Hey y'all, it's your baby mama Jemilaa back with another video, and today I wanted to recap my first trimester of pregnancy. As of today, I am 30 weeks. I had planned on doing like weekly videos, or at least getting this video recapping the first trimester earlier, but honestly it was just a lot of stuff going on. So, I hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, me and the baby are doing okay. We're doing so good. This is my second pregnancy, and this is the longest I have ever been pregnant. So I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to see my baby. So yeah, um thanks for clicking on this video, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to my channel, y'all. So okay, I have some notes because I just be running my mouth, so I have some notes for you guys. But anyway, overall, I hope I don't upset anybody or trigger anybody, because honestly, the first trimester, it was nice. It was really nice, but let me get into it. I don't want to spoil it. Okay, so what happened was, I wanted to go and see my mom. This was at the beginning of February, so I came to the States to visit my family. No, this wasn't the beginning of February. This was at the end of February. I think it was like February 27th when I went to the States to go and visit my mom. So I was there. My cycle was due in March, like early March. My cycle was due. So yeah, I'm just going to the States. I went to the States from the UK, so I'm living in the UK with my husband. I finally get home. But anyway, let's get back to the story. So I got stuck when I went to the States. I got stuck. I was there from February to just recently. I came back in August, y'all. That's how long I was stuck in the States because of this virus, y'all know. So I was away from my husband, away from my home, and this is our first, baby that we're having. But anyway, alhamdulillah, I'm home. So like I said, before I even came to the States, what I usually do is, just set up doctor's appointments, or make sure that I check in with my doctors in the States. I do see doctors in the UK, but still I want to check in with my doctors from the UK, because I got pregnant and just had a miscarriage, got pregnant, had a miscarriage last year. So I just want to make sure that all of my records and stuff was up to date. So, like I said, I had scheduled an appointment before I even came to the States already. So what was happening, I really didn't have any signs, but I kept feeling like, oh, I think I'm pregnant. But I didn't want to test because, I don't know, it's just something about when you test, then it's always negative. The only thing I had in my mind was like, oh, I think I'm pregnant, but I didn't say anything. Then I kept thinking in my mind, I just wasn't thinking about it. I was just like, okay, if it is, if I am, I am. If I'm not, I'm not. And then I had in my mind that I already have a doctor's appointment. They're going to check my urine. So if I am pregnant, they would definitely let me know at the appointment. And that is exactly what happened. On March the 10th, I had my doctor's appointment. Now, my cycle was due March the 7th. It was 3 days late. But I had been on a long international flight, so I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just like, oh, maybe it's late, even though it's never late. But every time, the last time I got pregnant, that was what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, because the last time I got pregnant, I was in Egypt. I was in Cairo on vacation, and I was like, oh, I was sick as a dog with that prayer. I was so sick, and I was just thinking, oh, maybe it's just from the plane. Maybe I ate something. I was so pregnant. But anyway, this is the same thing that happened. But I wasn't sick. I just had a feeling. I was like, oh, I think I'm pregnant. But like I said, I didn't test. I waited until I got to the doctor. And oh my goodness, I heard them talking outside, like the nurse, you know, the triage nurses that check your blood pressure and all of that. I heard her asking the doctor, I said, oh, I had this pregnancy test and this been there for about 5 minutes and I think I see something. And then I could hear them like looking at it. And she was like, I think, is this a positive? He was like, yeah, this is a positive. So me, I've been going to my doctor for so long and I know all of them. I just came outside. I said, if you're talking about me, I think it is positive. And so I had an ultrasound. Of course, my period is like 3 days late. So of course they had an ultrasound and nothing was there, you know, of course, because it was too early. But yeah, that was how I found out I was pregnant. And what happened? So honestly, I didn't have any bad symptoms. The only symptoms I had was I was tired, frequent urination, and I was so hungry. I mean, I was so yeah, when I say I was eating the house down, I was so hungry. I just remember thinking, oh, when is the nausea gonna come? When is the vomiting gonna come? Because I need that because I'm eating up this house, like. But alhamdulillah, I was so blessed that in my first trimester, nothing happened. It was so boring. I was just, you know, I would even forget that I was pregnant. You know, I would forget. Like even now, 30 weeks, I still sometimes forget until I feel her moving. Then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm pregnant. But I really forget. I was forgetting. So I had frequent urination that was coming at night. And like I said, I was fatigued. But after I saw my GP, he obviously he sent me to an OB, and I went to the OB and I told him about the miscarriage. And because I had really bad PCOS, which was really what made me get more serious about my health and my fertility, because you know I got pregnant and it was like we got pregnant in 2017 and I'm just now getting pregnant. So we got married pregnancy brain, I'm sorry. We got married in 2017 and I am just now getting pregnant right now, you know. So that made me just really pregnancy brain, oh my god, that made me start to focus more on my health, on PCOS, and you know, not just laying down and taking it, because every woman in my family, all the women that have had kids, their wombs are gone, you know, they're gone. Everybody, you know, it's a thing in our family that we say, oh, we just had bad wombs, but it does not have to be like that. And I had my baby on my own, you know. I got myself together and I got myself pregnant. So PCOS, that's not a family thing. These diseases and stuff, they're not family things. You know, it's not running in your family. What's running in your family is the bad habits, you know, the bad eating habits and all that. But that's for another video. Let's get back. But anyway, I went to the OB. They checked me out, did my blood, confirmed my pregnancy, all of those things. And what he did was he sent me to a MFM. That's a maternal fetal medicine doctor. It's kind of like it is a high risk doctor. So he sent me there because, you know, I had the miscarriages and because of the PCOS. And he doesn't want me to have another miscarriage. So, excuse me, I'm seeing both of them where I was in the States. While I was in the States, I was seeing both of them. Excuse me, I was seeing both of them in conjunction with each other, right? Oops. So yeah, I would see my OB once a month, but I would see the MFM twice, you know, every 2 weeks, because he was checking on the baby and checking my cervix, you know, making sure it's not shortening, what's they call effacing, and making sure that it's not opening, dilating, you know, basically trying to make sure that the pregnancy is healthy, the baby is healthy, and then I'm not showing signs of going into early labor. But that was at about 14 weeks when I first started to see the MFM. And this is the thing that happened at about 13 or 14 weeks, because I would see him my weeks change on Wednesday. So I would see him exactly on Wednesday every time my weeks would change. Well, you know, every 2 weeks when my weeks would change. So this was at 14 weeks. The day before, I had some bleeding. I had a bleeding scare. So it was like bright red blood, you know, but it didn't last all day, and then it turned brown. But it was enough because I was wearing like panty liners, and it was enough that it was on the panty. It was enough to scare me. But you know, I just went and laid down, put my feet up against the wall, and just relaxed because I was like, okay, I'm going to see him tomorrow. So that was my first appointment. And she was like, oh, you still have a little bit of bleeding, but at that point it had turned brown. And the baby was fine. My cervix was fine. The uterus was fine. Well, obviously, because I'm right here now, 30 weeks. But everything was fine. Other than that, the first trimester was very uneventful. So, what else do I need to say? When I saw the, what's his name? The MFM. His name is Dr. BK. In Memphis, Tennessee. Dr. Boris Kofit. I saw him, and what he tried to get me to do first was he tried to put me on 17 hydroxyprogesterone shots. It's a shot called Makina shots. That's what he wanted me to take every week. It's a synthetic progesterone. And after he did all of my blood work, I told him that I don't know if I could take these shots because years ago, maybe in 2014, I had a big surgery on my leg. And after that surgery, I got a DVT and a PE. So after I told him that, he decided to check my blood to see if I have any clotting disorders. And it turns out that I did. So you guys, please make sure that when you go to see your doctors and everything like that, that you letting them know, you know, because, you know, when you're pregnant, you are at a higher risk of developing blood clots because you get 50% more blood circulating through your body. And then with me, it's worse because I was told that I can't exercise, I can't do anything like that, you know, basically just bed rest. So anyway, he took my blood, and when he did, he saw that I did have a clotting disorder. It's called PAI1. Basically, it just makes your blood more prone to clots. Plasminogen activator inhibitor 1, also known as endothelial plasminogen activator inhibitor, or SERPIN E1. It's a protein in humans and it's a protein that in humans is encoded by the SERPIN1 gene. Basically, it just means your blood is more prone to clotting. So he was like, okay, let's not put you on the Makina. He wants to put me on Lovenox shots. So that's exactly what he did. He put me on Lovenox shots, told me not to take the Makina, so I didn't take that because he said that the Makina and the Lovenox shots together, they interact with each other basically. So he put me on these Lovenox where I was taking enoxaparin, that's the generic form of it, and I take it once a day, every day. So when I first started taking the enoxaparin, I had to get my blood checked once a week for the first 3 weeks, and that's what they did. You know, they're drawing your blood just to make sure that the doses that they're giving you is correct. You know, that all of your platelet levels and everything like that are normal, you know, so that they're not giving you too much, or that, you know, your dosage is, you know, too low, it's not enough. So thankfully the dosage that they gave me was just right, and after the 3 weeks they told me, you know, to just continue. So that's what I've been doing. And honestly guys, this pregnancy has been, it's been cool. You know, nothing's been wrong. Everything is. Are you guys pregnant? Okay. Are y'all pregnant? Is this why you're watching this video? How many weeks are you? How far along? Did you have any? How was your first trimester? Like, how was it? I think I should end this video now, because if I don't, I will just start talking in 16 minutes. I just been running my mouth. What I want to do now is like stand up and give y'all a bump shot. Should I give y'all a bump shot? Because technically I'm not in the first trimester anymore. I have been doing so well. I just want to know, I've been doing so well with not looking into the viewfinder and looking at y'all, looking at the screen, like not staring at myself. Look at me. There's growth right there. But I wonder if I should even, it don't matter. I'm just finna give y'all this bump shot. 30 weeks in 1 day. A little baby. I really feel so blessed. I hope y'all can see that. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I want to go over, these are the vitamins that I've been taking, and I really, really like them. But I've been taking these, started taking these when I was in the States, and now, before, I was taking the Pregnant Care brand here in the UK, but I really like these. They don't cause me constipation. They are so good. They have probiotics in them and superfoods, and all of the vitamins are like the bioavailable form of the vitamin, like not the synthetic man-made form of the vitamin. And I really like it. That is it, y'all. Give me a big thumbs up and let me know down below about your pregnancy, your stories, and yeah, I will see you guys next time this video